I know what you're thinking. What bullshit is John going to be pulling out of his ass today? Well, so I did this unboxing review of the Strapsco Saffiano straps that I got last week. They liked the video, so they sent me 3 straps for free. They do not get to see this review. No money exchanged hands. There was no conversation of any sort of promotion or advertising. They just wanted to show love and they sent me some new stuff and we're gonna do an unboxing today. The 3 straps I got is tapered pebble leather strap, which I'm excited to see. I got a vintage waxed leather strap and a classic suede strap with quick release. Grand total about 90 bucks altogether before shipping and tax and all that, so maybe around 100 bucks give or take a little bit. This is my current rotation for myself right now, and I took all the straps off so you can see. Let's go to the unboxing. All right, I did not do the mystery box this time. I think this is the wax leather. The leather quality is really good considering the price for these. I am thoroughly impressed. This is a 22. Underside has the pebbled leather look, which is pretty cool. It's black and the leather is nice and supple and actually like bends. I don't know what's going on with Seiko and their leather straps for like Seiko lower to mid tier. Bro, they just, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't feel like this. So this is the, dang, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. Vintage wax leather strap. I got this in a 22. Because I did want to put this with my Raven, which I think will look really good with this color brown. This one they just call it brown. And I did complain on my Saffiano straps video about how those straps, they don't come in different sizes, but these do. So this is the short, which is gonna match my wrist a little bit better. Next up, Strapsco is a carrier of Desari. I think they're a separate company and I think they just carry their products and sell them. This guy is tapered pebble leather strap. This is the dark brown. Packaging's pretty nice. I like the separate pockets for each, you know, so the hardware doesn't really scratch up on each other. This is the dark brown tapered pebble leather strap. This strap has a pretty aggressive taper and it has I don't think that's stitching. I think that's just like the leather's embossed. This one, I don't know. Probably pair pretty well with the Murph. So I'll probably try this one out on the Murph. Or it might go good with the Alpinist too. We'll do both for this guy. This is in 20. Underside of this is pretty standard leather. Nice grain. And then the last one, this one's gonna be, this is the classic suede strap with quick release. I actually don't have any suede straps. Leather feels good. And I was actually thinking about doing this with the Tenant because it kind of matches the faux patina on that right there. That might be kind of a cool little thing going on for that. Okay, so 3 straps here. Pebbled leather in brown, the suede, classic suede in tan, and this waxed vintage leather in what they call brown, but it's like a light brown, milk chocolatey brown. We'll start with the Raven Endeavor. Ooh. I like that. That's dope. I'm excited for the short size strap because, you know, I have a small wrist and usually all the straps, there's a lot of overhang. But this short one for 6.5, it actually hits right where you want it to, which is good. And this is the wax leather on my Raven Endeavor 2, which is, I believe, a 43 diameter. But it's 12 thick, 500 meters of water resistance for this brushed tang buckle here, which matches perfect with the case. Yeah, this is solid. I dig this a lot. This is nice because it's thick, but it doesn't bulge, you know, so it stays relatively flat. I think for me, I don't like the straps that have the cushion towards the lugs. I kind of like it to just be one piece of leather all the way through. I appreciate the taper on this, makes it look classy. This is a good look for that. Boom. Leather smells good. Next up, we'll go with the Tenant. We'll go with the Argonaut on the suede. There you go. Okay, cool. I think that matches pretty well. With goes with the faux patina indices. I think that's a cool look. Yeah, I'm not mad at that at all. Oh, that's cool. I believe the length on this strap is also short. The taper is nice. This watch I don't really wear out to work. I wear it more out to like dinner, you know, just for like casual nights out. I love it. It's a conversation piece. The hands are definitely unique. I have a review of this watch on my channel if you want to check that out. I think the suede is good for this. I like that. Boom. This next strap, this is the pebbled brown. I'm just gonna go with the Hamilton for this. This brown on this Hamilton's nice. This is really dope. Livens it up. Kind of breaks up the black too. This is really great. I'm a fan. I'm gonna get the calipers out and we'll see what all the taper is for each strap that comes in. And voila. Pebbled leather. It's a nice look for the Murph. Alright, so the pebbled leather, pretty aggressive. It goes from like 20, this goes all the way down to 15.2. That's a nice taper. This is for the 20 mil. Goes down to about 15.2 millimeters. For the 22 waxed leather, it goes from 22 to about 17.5, according to my calipers, which is really nice. And then for this suede, it goes from 20 to 16. With these shorter straps for my small wrists, this will definitely give it a much better wearing experience, I think. 2 for 2, Straps Co. is dope. I am a fan. If you have any questions about these particular models, let me know. I'll put links down below for all the ones that we looked at today. And I think that's it. Please like and sub if you like the content. I just put out a really good comparison video of the Murph and the new Alpinist that I think people are enjoying, so please check that out. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.